ZZZero is a high-octane action role-playing game that I've been playing since launch, and with 24 characters on this ever-growing roster, it's easy to get lost and intimidated by the various descriptions when trying to build a solid team. Don't worry, that's why I'm here. Hello everyone, it's Nerdtron, your Nerdtastic host, and today I'm going to walk you through some of the best team building strategies in ZZZero. We will break down the combat system and how to prepare for this ever-growing roster. My aim in this video is to get you into the right frame of mind in terms of combat and when you want future characters. So, let's get into it. Combat mechanics. Let's start off with the basics of combat. In ZZZero, battles revolve around 4 key mechanics. Attacking. Like most action adventure games, you want to reduce the enemy health bar to 0. You must strategically use each character's unique basic, EX special, chain, and ultimate attacks to accomplish this goal. Melee characters attack up close and personal, while ranged characters attack from a distance. Depending on your team setup, you could have a mix of both types, which could keep the enemies and bosses off guard. Dodging. Mastering the dodge will be a game changer, especially during the endgame in Battle Tower. Evading enemy attacks puts you in an advantageous position. Time slows down, allowing you to counterattack and keep up the pressure. There's also the evasive assist, which allows certain characters to switch in as if they were dodging and will enable them to attack while time slows down. Parrying. Parrying enemy attacks will allow you to counterattack and build up daze, which allows enemies to be stunned for long periods of time. These parries are usually categorized as defensive assists, which stun and defense characters typically have. Switching characters. Switching between your characters mid-battle allows you to use their abilities and synchronize them with other team abilities to bring out the team's full potential. For example, take Nicole of the Cunning Hairs. While being an A-rank character, she has a basic attack and an EX special attack that shreds enemies' defense, making her a very dependable character. She also has a defensive assist, which allows her to build up daze whenever she parries an enemy attack. With this info, you can use a stun character like Lighter, Anbi, or Qingyi to build up daze and have Nicole fill the bar completely, as well as use her EX special attack to make the enemy more vulnerable during this time. Knowing when to switch between characters and what basic abilities characters have is the key to mastering this game. Characters, factions, and skill synergy is key. Before going to battle, you will have to select 3 characters in a bang boo. Think of them as little battle assistants to help you throughout the fight. When selecting characters, ZZZero has a feature where you can preset your team, meaning you don't have to choose each and every individual member each time. You can preset team based on the enemy weakness. It's not just about picking your favorite or those that look good. Understanding character factions and synergies is crucial. This is where true power of team building lies. With strategic thinking, thoughtful planning, you can make solid teams to get you where you want to be in terms of endgame. For example, Jiyuan has a crit rate increase whenever she lands an EX, chain, or ultimate attack by 30% when paired with characters of her same faction, but this also triggers whenever she has a support type on her team. So the previously mentioned Nicole of the Cunning Hairs is a perfect match for her since they're both ether characters and she can basically shred the enemy health bar with Nicole's EX attack or basic attack. Another aspect of team building is the character types. Attack, anomaly, stun, support, and defense are the main 5 categories each character goes into, and each has a specific benefit. You can only pick 3 characters, so try to make the team synergize well with one another. This understanding will give you a strategic advantage. For example, having a stun and support setup is considered basic if you have an attack character leading. However, you can also use the stun and double anomaly characters for high damage. For this category, I usually go with Lighter, Jane Doe, and Bernice for anomaly, and for my basic, I'll go with Jiyuan, Qingyi, and Nicole. While this is good to read out loud, these words mean nothing if they're not implemented, which brings me to my next point. Examples in gameplay and my own personal struggles. Now let's talk about how to translate this theory into practice. I was having a rough time with Shiyu Defense Mission 7. I couldn't defeat the boss within the time limit, even though I thought I had a solid team. It was Harumasa, Anbi, and Nicole. Then it was Harumasa, Chinyi, and Nicole. Then it was Harumasa, Lighter, and Bernice. And I went through several iterations before I realized I had one of the best teams right under my nose. So after taking a break, which I recommend you do, just don't play video games all day, you'll go for a walk. I decided to read the enemy weakness again, and then I realized I had a solid ether team in Juyuan, Caesar, and Nicole. Juyuan for her ability to increase her critical damage, Caesar for her Aegis shield that increases attack, and Nicole for her previously mentioned abilities to shred enemy defense. And the second team, focusing on disorder, consisting of Section 6 members, Miyabi and her damage, Sokaku and her damage, and Harumasa for his emphasis on critical damage and electric traps. And I pretty much tore through the first boss without much effort. His health bar felt like it wasn't even there most of the time. And with the second boss, Miyabi's damage was the most significant asset, and with Harumasa and Sokaku consistently triggering disorder throughout the fight, the damage only went up. Then I finally got that S rank, and it was at this point I realized I had a myriad of teams and combinations I could try that I never even thought of before, just because I got frustrated and wanted to, kick this boss's ass. And the lesson from this was simple. Focus on the enemy's weakness and play to your character's synergies. Sometimes the perfect team may be closer than you think. Alright, so now for the last piece of advice I want to give you in regards to future characters and planning for your account. In regard to future characters, please do as much research and look at as much as you can. Look at their types and attributes, read their abilities thoroughly, and see which characters would work best with them on a team. For example, as of this video, the characters Zzzazero and Evelyn have been marketed. Zzzazero is an ether support, and Evelyn is an attack fire character. Astra will synergize well with Juyuan and Miyabi since both of them gain bonuses if they support characters on the team, while Evelyn will synergize with Lighter, Chinyi, and Lucy since they either need a fire type or an attack type character. The lesson here is look, gacha games are inherently predatory. They adapt the fear of missing out model, so there will always be a shiny new character. Do not fall for this. Look up these characters, see how well they fit into your account. If they fit and create a good team, pull for them. If you have a shred of doubt about this character, save your money and your polychromes. Wait for the following characters. Remember, the more polychromes you save, the more you can pull. And the more you can pull, the money you'll save in the long run. And with the preset teams, you will have an easier time saving since you most likely have a team that can already deal with the end game. This knowledge can help you control your gaming experience and your money. Team building in Zenless Zero is a puzzle. Half the fun is solving it and discovering a great team. You can confidently tackle most formidable enemies with a solid foundation of the basic mechanics, character strengths, abilities, and synergies. Stay experimenting with different combinations, and be on the lookout for future characters and how they synergize with your current roster. And remember, FOMO is their strategy, so do not be suckered into getting a character you honestly didn't want or you feel like you had to get. Research and plan out how you want to build your account. But that's it for this guide, Nerd Circuit crew. What do you think? How would you go about building a team? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for future videos and guides. And also follow me on Twitch at Nerdtron1777 to talk live and discuss what we can do to improve upon the games we play. I've just finished the script for my upcoming Billy video, so please be on the lookout. Anyway, I'm Nerdtron, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.